Hello and welcome guys. In today's video we'll be talking about view model. What is a view model? What is the need of view model and how to implement view model in our Android app. So let's go to our example. Here you can see I have a simple application. Basically it's a counter app. Whenever we press the count button the counter updates. So the problem with this app is that whenever we rotate our screen our counter goes back to 0. So basically what's happening is that whenever screen orientation change event has occurred in an activity, the Android recreates our activity. So all the variables and all the instances of everything gets recreated, hence our count variable. So to counter that, we'll implement a view model in our app. So as we use data classes to store our data and all the other business logic, we apply the same concept here and implement model class for our views, meaning that for every view we will create a view model class and hold our data in that model class. We only store screen specific data in our model class to update our view. So to put it in simple words, view model is a model which will hold you a specific data. Any business logic which we want to perform will be written in that specific view model. Another important thing about view model is that it is life cycle aware. So view model will stay in memory as long as our activity gets destroyed completely. That means when our configuration change event occurs, the activity gets recreated. So our view model will hold our data, in this case our count variable. So let's see the scope of view model. So you can see the whenever the activity is created in on create method, the instance of view model is created and it will stay in the memory as long as the activity is in the memory. It will survive all the orientation change and configuration change event and hold our data and will provide our data whenever we request one from a view model class. So to sum it up, view model is just a model for our views, that is activity or fragment, and view model is life cycle aware and it will stay in the memory as long as the activity is in the memory and not destroyed completely, and all the data required for our UI or the screen will be in this one place, that is inside the view model. Now let's go and create our view model class. So previously we were managing our count variable inside our main activity. So whenever the activity was recreated, our count variable was reinitialized. Now we'll manage our count variable inside our view model. So when the activity gets recreated, our count variable holds its value. And now to perform the business logic on this count variable, we'll go and get our increment method inside this view model. So we'll perform our data related business logics within view model. So here the view increment method will have no arguments and will remove the view. Now let's go back to our main activity and create the increment method that is on the button click event. We have already defined that in our layout. We'll create the increment method inside main activity to perform the click events. Now let's initialize view model, lay it into our main view model. View model provider and the argument is this. So as we discussed prior that view model is lifecycle aware. So we'll tell our view model that you have to follow this activities life cycle by passing this in the view model provider argument to tell that this activity is the owner of our view model, and then we'll call get method and we'll pass our view model class. Now we have to correct our setText method, as now we'll remove count from this activity as we're managing our count variable in our view model. So we'll remove the count variable from our activity and correct the setText method. So inside our setText method we'll call our main view model dot count dot toString. So it'll always sets the text from our view model. Now for our button click increment method, we'll call our increment method that is written inside our view model, and we'll call setText again to update the view on the button click event. So now let's run the app and see if our changes worked or not. As you can see, I am pressing the count button and the view is getting updated. So when I rotate our screen, our text view holds its value. That means our view model is working perfectly fine and our view model implementation has been great. I hope you learned something from this tutorial. For more, kindly subscribe to my channel and like the video.